lot of synergies that you build into the diversification that you do when you try and pull it all together. When it comes to you, Devansh, because I know your great-grandfather started in newsprint trade. From there to come into fluorochemicals and then to come into renewables through your father and now you, that is a long stretch as well. And then to kind of see how you can synergize your operations towards a push for the future, because obviously you are scouting for possibilities of growth in the future. How do you actually decide that that's the direction to take when there is so much happening in every sphere?
Look, to be honest, Vikram, there is some method to this madness, you know. When Dad started the fluoropolymer business, and as they say, you've got to be agile and nimble-footed, right? And disruption is the name of the game. But effectively, he started with refrigerant gases. And there was the Montreal Protocol and the Kyoto Protocol, which eventually led to sunset of refrigerant gases. So we thrive in disruption. And Dad forward integrated into fluoropolymers. Yeah. So when you go into fluoropolymers, it elongates the entire life cycle for refrigerants because there is no greenhouse gas emission. Now, when we were in fluoropolymers, that's also the time when I was studying at Carnegie Mellon. I was getting done with my degree. And as I say, business is in the blood. I was always hearing business, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever it was. You just wanted to come back. So I did a dual degree and I came back in 3 years because I wanted to work.
Yeah.
And when I came back, we had these large cash flows. And we were looking at a diversification opportunity. Fortunately for us at that point in time, we also had the world's first UNFCCC registered CDM project, building the wind business. There were a lot of pitfalls, challenges, whatever we heard from McKinsey, they probably give the same strategy paper to 20 people. But you got to learn those and then navigate those challenges and create a model where you succeed.
Correct.
When we listed wind in 15, in fact, I was just talking to Nikunj outside. It was the largest IPO in India in about 2.5 years. And at that point in time, 1,000 crore IPO was huge. Today, 10,000 may be the norm. But effectively, that's how we went about building businesses. I think when it came to disruption and capturing value, it's no secret today, the two biggest investment themes globally are digital and energy transition. True. And what we are trying to do at Ion 3FL is be at the forefront of energy transition. So we've gone from EVs to batteries, to wind, and now a large foray into solar, and a large IPP which we're building out. Having said that, across EV and batteries, the heart of the batteries and EVs are fluorine, which is what Gujarat Fluoro did. So there is method to the madness. It's not as if we went from steel to cement to finance, right? And I think in renewables, we are now capturing the entire RTC, hybrid, and FDR play, where every time we sell a turbine, everyone wants a solar piece to it. So we say, why don't we just get into solar as well? So there is complementarity to the business we're doing.
Right.
And we control a large part of the grid, 15 gigawatts.
Right.
So when we control grid, you can load wind and solar on the same grid under hybrid and RTC. So that's how we're going about building these ventures.
So it evolves gradually, this entire thought process. It's not disruption for the sake of disruption. You obviously spot an opportunity, but you build as you go along.
I think the key differentiator